Today, millions of people use a single currency every day, the euro. It's the money used across many countries in Europe, from Portugal to Finland, from Spain to the Baltic states. But the euro is more than just banknotes and coins. It represents economic integration, cooperation, and stability. Today, more than 30 billion euro banknotes are in circulation, with a total value exceeding 1.5 trillion euros. And when you include coins, their total number reaches hundreds of billions. But the road to creating this currency was long and complex. The idea of a single European currency first appeared decades ago, long before the first coins and banknotes ever reached people's wallets. In this video, we'll explore how the idea of the euro was born, when the currency first appeared, which countries adopted it first, how euro banknotes and coins are produced, and how much money is created every single day. To understand why the euro was created, we need to go back in time. After World War II, Europe was left in ruins. The economies of many countries had been devastated, and political instability threatened further conflict. During this time, European nations began searching for ways to cooperate with one another. In 1952, the European Coal and Steel Community was created. It included 6 countries: France, Germany, Italy, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg. This was the first serious attempt at economic integration in Europe. Over time, cooperation between countries expanded. New agreements were signed, new economic partnerships were formed, and gradually the European Union began to take shape. However, one major problem remained. Each country had its own currency: the French franc, the German mark, the Italian lira, the Spanish peseta. This made trade and financial operations more complicated. As a result, the idea of creating a single European currency began to gain serious attention. A key turning point came in 1992. That year, European leaders signed the Maastricht Treaty, which became the foundation for both the European Union and its future common currency. The treaty outlined a plan to create an economic and monetary union. This meant a shared economic policy, a common central bank, and one currency used by participating countries. The treaty also introduced strict criteria that countries had to meet in order to adopt the new currency. For example, stable inflation levels, controlled government debt, stable exchange rates. Only countries that met these requirements would be allowed to join the new monetary system. Here's an interesting fact. The new currency almost had a completely different name. In 1995, during a European Union summit in Madrid, leaders officially decided that the new currency would be called the euro. The name was chosen because it was short, simple, and easy to pronounce in many European languages. It was also decided that the word euro would appear on every banknote. Later, an additional version of the name was added in Cyrillic, evro. On January 1, 1999, the euro officially came into existence. However, at that time, it did not yet exist as physical money. Instead, it was used only for banking operations, international payments, financial markets. National currencies were still circulating in everyday life, but their exchange rates were permanently fixed to the euro. In practice, Europe's financial system had already begun operating as a single economic structure. Initially, the euro was adopted by 11 countries. These included Germany, France, Italy, Spain, the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, Finland, Ireland, Portugal, Luxembourg. Over time, additional countries joined. Today, the euro is used in about 20 European Union countries. This makes it one of the largest currency zones in the world. On January 1st, 2002, a historic event took place. For the first time, euro banknotes and coins were officially introduced into circulation. It became the largest currency changeover in history. Overnight, millions of ATMs, stores, and banks across Europe switched to the new currency. At the beginning of the transition, approximately 14.9 billion banknotes and hundreds of billions of coins were produced. Within just a few months, the old national currencies completely disappeared from circulation. Euro coins come in 8 denominations: 1 cent, 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, 1 euro, 2 euros. Today, there are approximately 141 billion euro coins in circulation. That means every person in the Eurozone has, on average, hundreds of coins in use. Euro banknotes come in 7 denominations: 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500 euros. Currently, more than 30 billion euro banknotes are circulating worldwide. The most widely used banknote is the 50 euro note. Euro banknotes are printed in specialized high-security printing facilities. They are not made from ordinary paper. Instead, they are produced using cotton fiber, which makes them much stronger and more durable. Euro banknotes also include multiple security features such as watermarks, holograms, special inks, microprinting, raised printing. These technologies help protect the currency from counterfeiting. Euro coins are produced at specialized mint facilities across Europe. Interestingly, Euro coins have 2 different sides. One side is common across the entire Eurozone. The other side contains a national design specific to the country that issued the coin. For example, Germany features the federal eagle, Italy uses famous historical artworks, Greece displays ancient symbols. The amount of money in circulation constantly changes. This is necessary in order to replace worn-out banknotes, support economic activity, and meet demand. To understand the scale, there are about 30 billion banknotes in circulation. That equals roughly 2.5 billion per month, about 80 to 90 million per day. These numbers highlight the enormous scale of Europe's financial system. Today, the euro is the second most important currency in the world after the US dollar. It is used by hundreds of millions of people, thousands of banks, millions of businesses. The euro has become a powerful symbol of a united Europe. The story of the euro is ultimately a story of cooperation between nations. From the first ideas after World War II to the modern financial system that now connects an entire continent. Every day, millions of coins and banknotes move from hand to hand, and each one is part of a vast financial network that continues to evolve.